People suck. A white boy, a Caucasian. Wait for one of your other dumbass little friends to do it first. Something, very much something. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. His mother? Oh, y'all finna judge me for this. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you? Oops, let me start the car up. On my way to work. It is a new day. Today is Monday morning. I think I left you guys off last night after I started cleaning up my or putting the clear nail polish on some of my jewelry pieces, my costume jewelry pieces. But now it is Monday, July, it gotta be the 17th now, and I am on my way to work. All right, guys, let me get out of here and we will chit chat in a minute. Where are they? Here they are, right here. And we're ready to go. So now let me plug in my headphones, because they have not been plugged in all weekend. And that should be good enough on my ride home to work. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
It's magic, baby.
Moi pas qu'à imaginer de me tomber d'amour tout bon vrai. So I have pretty much completed most of my ride into work. I didn't pick up the camera because like I feel like I'm really late per usual, and and I was dipping in and out of traffic, so I can't hold the camera and dip the way that I really need to dip to get to where I need to go. So my hair probably looks crazy. I like to have the windows down when I'm driving and kind of like having it blow in my face. I really enjoy that. So I probably look a little bit crazy right now, but it's okay. I'll fix my hair a little better before I get out the car for work. What I wanted to bring up to you guys as I'm on my way to this place, I feel like I might see old girl today. Miss Catch Me a Sucker for a Baby Daddy. And I wanted to update you guys. How about 2 days after, you know what? No, this lane is not doing what it needs to do. This lane is killing me. I need to change. How about 2 days after our initial interaction about her trying to find a sucker and how I'm being negative about her ambitions? So I'm being negative by telling her maybe you should buy a house first for yourself and your baby. But anyhow, so old girl, I seen her in the cafeteria, and you know, I usually don't sit with people. This is where I fucked up. Number 2, getting too comfortable. I don't really sit with people when I'm at lunch, but I think the reason why I ended up sitting with her, because like while we were there, like I kind of stick to myself when I'm at work. And in the cafeteria, like we got to key a little bit with another co-worker about the food options or something like that. And she was sitting down like, oh, I usually don't sit with people, but I don't know, you want company or something? She's like, yeah, for sure. Mistake, big mistake. So she's like, yeah, actually I want you to sit down. I want to talk to you anyways. I want to know why you're so negative. Excuse me? I want to know why you being so negative. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, about the whole baby thing or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you know, I just don't want to be in a situation, you know, it's really hard to find like a decent guy or whatever, and I'm online date. I don't know how I got into it, but basically I don't think I even said all that. Somehow, some way she got into talking about tips and tricks and how to find men and how men just approach her and this and that. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, but you're not looking for a man, you're looking for a sucker. To procreate with. So she's probably looking for one unsuspecting nice little gentleman to come up and try to talk to her, and she's gonna pop up pregnant, and that's it. So, but I'm being negative. Oh, guys. And then what else? I feel like she said something else during the conversation to make it a little bit more noteworthy. But I just can't remember right now. I really need to learn to pick up this camera right away when things are happening. Like in real time almost. But anyhow, old girl thinks I am a negative Nancy because I tried to discuss. Oh, and then during the conversation, I ended up, so this is what happens when I talk to people, right? And they start to catch my drift a little bit. She started kind of inquiring about me a little bit, which she didn't do before. So she's like, so, I don't know what the conversation was, but I ended up telling her that I enrolled in, oh, here's another part, guys. This girl is like bad news. So I ended up telling her how I am in school right now, and I ended up telling her I'm in nursing school. And she's like, oh, no, don't do it. A nurse. She's a nurse. No, don't do it. Oh my God, I feel so bad for you. I'm like, what do you mean? Why would you say that? She's like, yeah, because like this field, it just sucks. It's just like burnout and this and that. And oh my God, it's so bad. Like, I wouldn't do it. Don't do it. Why would you discourage somebody from pursuing a career that could lead them to like having financial freedom, essentially, if they do it right? You know what I mean? Or having a better life and better stability. She's dead ass trying to discourage me. I don't listen to dummies. So trying to discourage me into not pursuing being a nurse. And I ended up telling her, I'm like, yeah, you know, the reason why I really want to be a nurse because it makes more money. Oh, the money's not that serious. It's really not that deep, blah, blah, blah. It's not that great. I'm like, well, you know, for me, it'll be a big improvement because I want to buy another house. She said, oh, she kind of, you own a house already? Yeah. Oh. And then I think she got a conversation. I think she was checking her phone or something like that. But the dynamic switched. You see what I'm saying there? Like everything switched when she found out that I'm in school. Purpose of being in school is to buy another house. Yeah. So, I don't know, guys. It was really, really interesting. Even after that, she kind of like, when we went back onto the floor, she's still nice and everything. But you could tell, like, I caught her at one point just kind of like looking at me up and down when I'm doing my thing. I'm very, you know, I take charge in a lot of situations, I guess. I don't want to be an alpha. I want to be submissive. I want to just rely on somebody else, but I am Miss Independent, you know what I mean? Miss Alpha Female, unfortunately. I'm trying to get out of that mindset and stop being that person, but it's hard. But that's who I am. Anyhow, it was just really interesting. So I say all that to say, be careful of people around you. Don't listen to people that are trying to discourage you from, you know, bettering yourself. There are a lot of haters out there. She reminded me of, and she would do little things like, old girl, try to instill like little negative or toxic traits or ways of doing little negative things or whatever, or just not kind of bettering myself or pursuing myself or pursuing a better life. She would do little things to discourage me. Like, I don't know if I mentioned to you guys before, she would try to convince me that I need to just pop out a baby. I need to stick around in some bullshit relationship, and I need to have children ASAP and become, you know what I mean, and be part of the cycle, the bullshit cycle that she is in twice. So, probably 3 times now. So, you know, it's just, I don't know. Ladies, cross your legs. I say all that to say, guys, people are people suck in general. But those aren't the people in this channel, right? Not in this community. This community, we're positive vibes. We're women pursuing our dreams. We're women getting to the bag. We are women that are just doing great things in life and becoming better human beings, right? And encouraging one another and serving as, I guess I want to say, resources for each other, right? So, like I was telling you guys in another vlog, baby mother culture is rampant out here, baby father culture. I was braiding, I was doing this 13-year-old's hair, and I got into a conversation, or I tried to get to a conversation of like, hey, so like, you know, do you have any thoughts on what you want to do with your life? Like nowadays, you know, what are your ideas? What are your thoughts? You're 13 years old now. I don't know. Do you have, what would a 13-year-old think of? One of the first things out of his mouth were, I'm trying to have a baby. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I said, what? A baby? He said, yeah, I need to have a baby. So you're 13 years old. What are you talking about? Why would you want to have a baby? Yeah, you know, I don't even know what his explanation was, but I know I stopped mid-braid and basically was begging little boy, please reconsider. I started pulling out examples of like how like that, being in that space and having a child will, like, you will ultimately, for the most part, most likely never be able to like have a decent lifestyle, anything nice for yourself, travel outside of the city that you live in. Nothing. I used examples like, for instance, his mother, my age, and I think we're like literally 2 months apart, and what is she doing with her life? I was like, is that how you want to live? Like, y'all, like, when was the last time she was on vacation? I said this to him, like, when was the last time your mother was on a vacation? When was the last time you seen your mother buy something nice for herself? Or be able to afford something nice for you guys? It doesn't happen. Don't you want to be able to travel, see the world different, see different things in this life, see what else this world has to offer than just freaking, I said our city name, like just the local area? Don't you want to be on a flight? My friend that I was telling you guys about, I think in another previous vlog, about how she would do little things to kind of, I don't know, just a part of that toxic ass culture. And she would basically, same thing, like we had a conversation about how she never left the country. Ever. Like, how many times I've been so many other places, and I have this 13-year-old sitting in front of me talking about how he wants to have a child. I at least told him, I said, okay, even if that's the case, even if you feel that's a good idea, how about this? Wait for one of your other dumbass little friends to do it first. Then you can see how they're living, and then you decide if you want to do it too. Do that. I'm like, somebody's gonna have a baby in your crew. If you have that mentality, that means somebody else has that mentality. Let the little fast-tail girls or fast-tail boys your age go around, mess around, have a baby, and then you start seeing how the bullshit starts to unfold. Then let me know if you still have the same mentality. I suggested to him, I'm like, he's into basketball. Why don't you like start some type of venture for yourself, some type of YouTube channel or whatever the case is. I'm always trying to encourage people to like do something different than sitting here birthing children. Children birthing children. Like, where they do that at? Like, in this country, in America, in Boston especially. That's where they do that. Whew. Anyhow, that was really, really, really stressful. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna see old girl today. I'm just gonna go about my regular business, you know what I mean, doing my thing per usual, and seeing how that goes from there. Yeah, guys.
Mwen pa bezwen yale l'opital ou dokter di
Que sa pa man.
Ni gade nale.
Hey y'all, I wish the lighting was better. I'm on my break. Is this a little bit better? Kinda. No, not really. I'm on my break at work, and the real reason why I came on this camera is because I wanted to show you guys. Maybe if I put the camera like this. No, because I gotta be outside. I'm not getting outside the car. But anyhow, I got a little present from one of my patients. Yay, she made me a beautiful necklace. I wanted to show y'all. You like? So I'm having my lunch break. I brought myself some little struggle diet meal. I told you I'm trying to take my, and of course I forgot to bring a fork out here with me. So it's gonna get real ghetto in here. What did I bring? Tuna and some lettuce, like lettuce boats. I mean some like tuna boats, I guess I could say. Alright, it's just about to get ghetto. Let me turn off this camera so you guys don't see me grubbing like an animal. I will call y'all when I'm done. Okay guys, so the light was better just a minute ago. I guess that's decent. I am still here on my break. I had finished my, I guess I gotta turn the thing down, right? I finished my, my little lunch. Oh my god, look at that big ass firefly. Dragonfly. I haven't seen a dragonfly in so long. Oh my god, I feel it's trying to come in here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Why is it circling the car? Circling the whip. What the hell? What do you want? Okay, I put the windows up. I'm probably gonna suffocate in here because of the heat, but I'd rather suffocate than have a dragonfly come all up in the car. Can y'all see this? Like, why is he circling the block like this? Oh, now he left. Soon as I turned the camera on, now he's gone. That's hella wild. Let me give you guys a little bit of the scenery while I'm out here. Just found a little place to park. Have my show going. Oh, it's back on. You guys can't really see it. I'm watching Atlanta Girls. And that's it. I'll rewind it in a minute. So, work is going all right. Like I told you guys earlier, I got a little gift from one of the patients, which is really, really nice. What I need to do, I need to go back up in there and do a bunch of things. Some personal things I gotta do for my family. And then I need to, I really want to, I think this is what I'm going to do with you guys. I think I'm going to start coming up with little recipes and start cooking these little recipes maybe after work. Because I feel like that's like a good way to kind of interact with you guys a little bit. Because I feel like I'm just kind of running out of things to say. I don't really go out as much. Like, I just go to work, go hang out with my mom for a little bit, and go back home. I am trying to get out more and just be outside a little bit more. But it's just like a little bit, I guess I can say it's just a little bit difficult for me at the moment because like I have so much going on in general. But anyhow, but I was just thinking about it, watching one of the online people that I follow doing like one of their little cooking regimen type of things, like little cooking videos. I follow like a seafood account that's always posting the delicious looking seafood meals. So I was thinking, I'm like, you know what, I have a lot of the ingredients already. I really want to start to get into cooking and like be a lot better at it, especially Haitian food. So I need to just start being more comfortable in the kitchen in general, like now. So like I found myself over the weekend wanting to make something or do something, but just feeling kind of stuck and ended up not doing anything because I just felt like overwhelmed. So I don't want to feel overwhelmed when it comes to like being in the kitchen. I really want to feel comfortable, and the only way to feel comfortable in there is by doing. So hopefully today I'll be able to grab myself a nice little recipe, something that's not too complicated, and try it at home and see where it goes. And hopefully I'll be able... Is that a flying ant? It looks like an ant. A lot of animals around here. I don't know what's going on. I never realized there was so many animals. Maybe because I'm right next to the park. A lot of little bugs. I hate little bugs. They get everywhere. But anyhow, that's my plan for the day. So I'm going to go back to work, take care of the things that I need to take out, send out the emails that I need to send, and yeah, get on top of those things. And then afterwards, I am going to come up with a recipe to make at work. And I'm still working on my scripts for the videos that I haven't made, my sit-down videos that I haven't quite made yet. Did I finish blending? I think I'm okay. I need a little bit more liner, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm still working on my scripts. I feel like maybe my scripts, the way that I formatted them, might not be the best. And maybe that's what's kind of helping me not like... It's not really helping me feel comfortable or being able to successfully make these videos. And I really, really, really want to get this information out to you guys. And start actually building this community. No, I have not posted a video yet. I have edited most of my videos. I am up to about 6 edited vlogs. I was also thinking while I am doing this, maybe just collecting vlogs and not post them, even though I should be posting them. I'm thinking maybe I'll just collect a few more of them, or make a few more of them, edit them, and then I could kind of put them out a little bit quicker. Maybe as I get comfortable with the camera, as I get comfortable with editing, and then when I start putting them out, that'll kind of push me to kind of, you know, I don't know. I want to put them, maybe I'm thinking I'll put like 2 or 3 out a week, and that'll help me catch up and maybe gain your attention too a little bit, or just make more traffic to my channel, so we could grow a little bit. And then I'll kind of put them, because when I look at the other girls that I watch, I feel like they... their vlogs are mainly like a week or 2 behind, like maybe like a week behind. Like everything they did was just a couple days ago or the week before. I don't really think that they go about 2 weeks. Some of them might go about 2 weeks, but the girls that I follow seem to go, their posts are usually like pretty up to date with what's currently going on in their lives. And I want to do that. Like for instance, like my first vlog that I have edited was probably almost 3 weeks ago. That's a long time. So, but I'm thinking if I batch them up and I start to put them out a little bit consistently, that'll kind of motivate me and give me a little bit of kind of wiggle room to do what I gotta do, and enough space to create more vlogs and kind of get up to date and kind of get into a flow of things, I guess I could say. So I'm still working on it. I am still recording. I am still editing. I haven't finished all the editing that I should be doing, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it, guys. And we're gonna get there slowly but surely. This would be part of vlog number 7 today. So, yeah. I still feel like I'm accomplishing something. The fact that I even have these vlogs and set up and kind of organized and edited and everything, I think that is a big accomplishment on my part. I think I deserve a pat on the back, baby. Good job, girl. You're being somewhat consistent. You haven't posted shit yet, but stuff yet, or anything yet. Oh, I'm swearing. But I am creating content, and I'm trying to figure. I also need to figure out how to make more short form content and kind of spur of the moment kind of content. But I think that's gonna come with time. For some reason, I don't know. I really used to be comfortable with just recording and posting and just having a good time with it. But I think other influences that I had in my life in my 20s kind of unfortunately kind of deterred me from being as comfortable and as open as I was. I used to be like a really out there, bubbly, and not really giving a shit what other people have to say type of person, and just really fun. And I'm really trying to get back to that person despite the circumstances that I have going on in my personal life. I really don't want I don't want the situation to shake me, to make me even more of a sad person and kind of just this monotone-ish type of attitude or hesitant attitude that I have as of lately. I really want to get back to the person that I was a while ago. Alright, it's starting to get hot in here. I haven't seen any bugs circling me. I really think they were trying to get in here. Old girl's not working today that I was telling y'all about. And I think that's it. Alright, I'm gonna head back. I think you guys probably could fucking see me. Oops, see, there I go. You guys could probably see me starting to get a little hot. And watch, as soon as I put the windows down, now the bug's gonna start circling the block, circling the block, circling the block. Alright guys, I am going back to work. I will talk to you maybe when I get out. Bye. Child, I know you lying. Guys, I just spent a good amount, about like 10 minutes talking, and I don't think anything recorded. Anyways, top of the morning to you. You are definitely recording this time. Let me check the mirror. Yes, record. I need to make sure that thing is up now, from now on. And like, make sure I see that little sign. Oh, that's so annoying. I feel like I was saying a lot of good stuff. But, I don't know. I'll start over, I guess. I am on my way to work. Late per usual. I haven't picked you guys up. I was saying before, I haven't picked you guys up in like 2 days, which is already terrible habits. But it's okay. I did do some editing yesterday, so I haven't totally neglected this whole, I don't know, journey or quest or whatever. I don't know what I'm calling this yet. Or calling you guys. I feel like I need to come up with a name eventually. It's too soon. It's too soon to talk about that part. Let me skip that part. But other than that, guys, how should I say this? I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. Oh, I was saying before that I am going to, I haven't posted a vlog, anything yet, but last night I was retouching my first vlog, 'cause I am preparing to, oh yes, this is what I was talking about. I am preparing to upload that vlog. My plan so far in my head, I think it's time for me now to have like an actual plan, is to post within a day or two, and this will be 6 months before my 36th birthday. And I just really want to get some sort of engagement or some sort of like build some sort of community, no matter how small, before my 36th birthday, because this is just what I've been, you know, wanting to do for a long time. And I'm really proud of myself, the progress I've made so far, in regards to like the 7 edited vlogs that I basically have on my PC right now. So my Lancy, actually I should say, it's in my Lancy. Oh my god, I was thinking the other day, I hope that thing doesn't ever like corrupt or get messed up for whatever. I hate when people take red lights at an intersection. That just shows you how important it is to like really stop at red lights, because I was getting ready to go, and if I was already like, I don't know, if I was going a little bit faster, that guy would have hit me. You don't take red lights. It's so dangerous. Especially after they've turned red for like over a second, you know what I mean? Or 2 seconds. Even at 2 seconds, 1 second. You don't, I don't know, whatever. What else? So yes, I was talking about posting the vlog. So yeah, I'm gonna post the vlog within a day or two. And yeah, yesterday I met up with a little friend and had some interesting conversations. Yeah. And what else should I tell y'all? I don't know. For some reason today I feel good. I shouldn't say it like that because I should always feel good, but I feel good. And I don't know, I kind of feel encouraged a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to kind of pick up the camera and say something. Something. Very much something. And I guess that's all. I guess I will chat or connect with you guys a little bit later. I don't know what else is there to talk about. I really need a post, because maybe if I post, then like I'll get into like a swing of conversation with you guys and have more to talk about. Because like really my life is just work, my parents, and back home. But there might be a shift soon, honey. I don't know. There might be a shift soon, honey. A little bit of activity. I don't want to get my hopes up, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't know. I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Can you see me okay? I'm assuming you can see me all right. Hopefully the lighting is decent. Let me see. So I checked the lighting, and then unfortunately, y'all, I did it again. The same thing I did just this freaking morning, thinking that I'm talking to you, and it's just not happening. Like, I'm talking to nobody. And then all of a sudden I noticed that the camera like starts to close. I'm like, oh, I did it again. I was talking to myself. It's quite frustrating. I hope this is not like a new trend that I'm like, not a trend, but like I hope this doesn't happen too many more times, because I feel like I could be missing some good stuff. I feel like the energy that I give you the first time just doesn't push through the second time around. And I'm not really the type to really pretend too much. I could pretend a little bit. You know, she might be, you know, a D-list actress. Who knows? But, okay. So, the real thing that I was talking to you guys about was about my dating. I have attempted to date a white boy, a Caucasian. It's something that, like, is very nerve-wracking. Co-workers are walking by. I don't want them to see me, guys. Are they gonna see me? I don't want them to see me. I'm gonna put my head down. They're gonna see me. Can y'all hear them? Oh shit, they're barking right. You guys, they're like talking. They're like right. Okay, put the camera down so they don't see me, guys. I don't want to. This is so. Should I be embarrassed? I can't see me. I should be embarrassed, but I'm not, y'all. So basically, I'm hiding from my coworkers. You know, like that. Like, I don't really want to see people all the time. I don't even know if y'all can see me from down here. Let me shut up. They're gonna hear my voice, but they're gonna see that I'm right here, guys. I don't want them to see me. So basically, I'm in the garage at my job. I think I told you guys that already. So, like, I was sitting in my car for a while, and I'm about to go back in, but some co-workers just walking by to their car. So I said, okay, let me be quiet so I don't talk too much, let them pass by. Because I don't always like to do the hi and, like, you know, the extra friendly thing all the time. And plus, I'm talking to y'all. I'm busy. So, but the thing is, y'all, the car, I thought they're going to walk past me to their car and not even notice me. Child, how about this? The car is literally right in front of me. So what I do, I duck down like an idiot. Imagine if they see me ducking down and come over to see if I'm okay. Then they see me talking to this camera. Looking great. Okay, the car started. Hold on, let me. Can y'all even see me? This is gonna be so. I might cut this out. Oh my god. Pull off, lady. Why y'all taking so long? I can hear the car. Yeah, I feel like they keep on getting in and out the car. What the fuck? I can't tell the story from down here. This is like ridiculous. I think I'll hear when they pull off. Alright guys, we're gonna sit here together. Oh, did you hear that? Maybe that was the car starting. Oh my god. Yo, I'm dead ass down here waiting for this thing to pull off. Now I'm gonna cut this off. I'm not gonna post all this. This is crazy. I'm dead ass down here hiding from these people. Oh god. Why am I hiding? I don't know. Should I poke my head up? I can't really see. This is crazy. I really need to grow up. I hate seeing work people outside of work. Like in general. Even if I'm just in the parking lot, I don't care. Okay. Okay. I think the car pulled off. Alright, I'm gonna look up, guys, slowly. Y'all wanna look up with me? Y'all finna judge me for this? Oh god. Y'all, that was hilarious. You hear me? Hilarious. So they're gone. So I had to play it back a little bit in my camera to see how ridiculous I look. I haven't decided if I'm gonna post that yet. That was. Why did the car just beep at me? Are you guys recording? Is that you or is that the car? Y'all are recording. I don't know. Anyways, so I was telling you guys about, how much more time do I got to tell the story? I got about 10 minutes. So I was telling you guys about my journey. So I have decided to try to put myself out there and be on the dating apps. I'm not going to mention which one quite yet, but I am in the dating apps or whatever. And I have decided recently to attempt to expand my preferences, my filter. Because before, I'm only looking for because here's how I feel about it, okay? If I am investing, paying into finding a man or to meeting somebody, like whatever, I'm going to shop for what I want. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm paying to shop for a man. So I'm going to shop for what I want. So my preference is I'm not going to go under 6'1". You know, even 6'1" is me kind of settling almost when it comes to shopping for a man. So I prefer 6'2", but I do put 6'1", because I give myself a little wiggle room. And then I also put men that don't have kids And then I also put definitely black men, and those are my 3 deal breakers, right? If I'm shopping, that's what I want. So whenever I am going through, then you know how like when you're in the dating apps or whatever and you're swiping and eventually it like runs out of like options for you and it tells you to kind of loosen up on your filters or your preferences. That's when I decide, I'm like, okay, well, you know what, Daphne, let me try the Pacific Islanders, the other ethnicities, right? But not the Caucasians. So I go ahead and I try those out. Not really into that either, but I'm here, I'm looking. Anyhow, there have been a couple decent guys. Then eventually I went into the white boys. And you never know, I might find a little white gem. You know what I mean? Some of the girls find a nice white gem online, you know, little Channing Tatum type, you know what I mean? Maybe a little Jack Harlow or something like that. A little seasoning, you know what I mean? A little earpiece, you know, in your stuff. Not earpiece. So anyhow, so I got to talking to, and you know what I've noticed also is that the white boys, I think they kind of low-key like the black women. Now, you know, I have my opinions, but whatever, right? So I got a couple of them, and we're talking or whatever. There's a couple of them that I swiped right on, and we're talking, chit-chatting, get to know each other a little bit here and there. There was one of them that actually gave me his number, and so this is where it went left. First of all, I have noticed there's a big difference in like the white guys trying to talk to you online versus the black guys. I feel like the white guys are much better with like conversation and like saying things and engaging. My men, not so much. Not all though, don't get me wrong, not all, definitely not all. There are definitely some black guys out there that are able to hold the conversation and engage with you and, you know, all that good stuff. So this guy, me and this guy exchanged numbers. I said, you know what, Daphne, just jump out the window, whatever. So I did give him my number. No, he gave me his number, and I think like the next day, or that same day, I think a day or two after, a couple days later, not intentionally, because I kind of forget sometimes that I'm building a roster. So when I did remember, I texted him, and we were chit-chatting little things, whatever, and he said, send me a picture. So in general, I think I might be a little bit traumatized from like my history in my 20s, my experiences from my 20s. And I'm trying to kind of break through some of that traumatization. So so he asked me for a picture. I said, nope, Daphne, that's regular. You know, asked you for something different. So I actually decided another thing too. I kind of don't take as many pictures of myself as I used to. So but lately I have been feeling myself a little bit more than I have in the past. So I actually decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to snap a picture right now and I'm going to just send it and just whatever, you know. So I did take a picture. It's actually really cute. And maybe I'll post it here on this thing. So I took the picture, I sent it to him, and he liked it a lot, and he sent me a picture of him, and it was nice. I thought he was decent looking, you know, good looking white man, whatever. So then he said, I want to see you. So I said, all right, cool, you know, let me know when and where. But then he said, but I want another picture first. I said, no, now you playing games. What do you want another picture first? In the app, you saw what I look like. I have multiple pictures in the app, so you have different angles or variety of me or whatever. I have one that's like a full body pic, so you can see that I'm a little bit, a little extra weight or whatever. So you see what it is. Like, why do you want me to send you some exclusive picture? For what? He said, oh, to make sure you're real. So I hit up my homegirl and I asked her, I'm like, so like, cause she has been on these dating apps and doing a little bit better than me, I think, on them. So I hit her and I said, hey, you know, like, what do you think about this? And basically she said for me to ask him to FaceTime instead. Now, I'm an Android girl, okay? I don't want to hear nothing from you iPhone users that want to talk shit about Android people. All right, we don't do that here. This is Android community. I have half a mind to say, that this might, let me not, but you iPhone people get disrespectful to us Android folks, and I don't like that. Okay, so let's not. This is what I do every single time that I meet somebody. I have to tell somebody that I have an Android. Immediately, I'm like, don't, because they start talking shit. They immediately start talking shit, and I have to say, don't do it, and they laugh, whatever. So, and apparently he's an Android guy too, so I thought that was cool. I love Android people. So, Android people, comment down below. And, like, big up yourself. So, so we did do a little FaceTime, guys, and that's when it went left. I was willing to meet him in person. The video call definitely reminded me that, oh no, this is like a Caucasian for real. Like, you dead ass talking to a Caucasian man, or you trying to talk to a Caucasian man, and I just wasn't feeling the vibe. Like, the way he looked at me, it wasn't in a bad way. It was just like a Caucasian man. Hopefully some of y'all know what I'm talking about. He had like a look, and I didn't like it. And he had these wood paneling all in his walls. I feel like that's like a sign for like potential serial killerism. And he showed me the dog. The dog wasn't a problem. His dog was laying down. He said he's just here with his dog or whatever. And I don't know, he was just giving me, I'm not gonna say the stereotypes. But we know the stereotypes we have about them, and it was giving a lot of that. It was giving, y'all fill in the blanks, or I don't fill in the blanks. Y'all know. I don't have to say it. Y'all know. So, so we ended the FaceTime call. I was really, really nice about it, whatever. And we all like, hey, see each other. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I was still at work at the time. I was doing a double. And he said, okay. I was like, I even panned the camera up. Like, see, you see me? I'm real. I'm not fake, whatever. So cool. So after that, that's after the FaceTime. That's when I decided, I'm like, no, I can't do it. I cannot do it. So I hit my homegirl up again. I said, so how do I get away from this now? How do I back out of this slowly? Okay. I gotta go and do what I gotta do, y'all. And so hold on, okay? I'll be back. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. You know what? I think I'm just gonna depress, brake, and then start. No, I don't need to start the whole car. I just want to put the windows up while I run back inside. And then, oh, look at Janae. I love her. Alright, guys, I shall be right back. Don't go anywhere. Almost hit the other car on my door. Ooh. Hey guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. So, let me make sure you're actually recording. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, you are recording. So, anyhow, let me wrap it up really quickly. I guess the story I was telling you before I go on my way, because I'm probably not going to pick you up for a while after this. For the rest of the day until I get back home. Because I'm about to go to my mom's house. Anyhow, so yeah, so I asked my homegirl, I think I left off telling you guys where I asked my homegirl if how do I get out of this situation now, because I'm not feeling dude after the FaceTime call. And she basically told me, so she is a big advocate for like not ghosting people. So she told me to just basically just text them and say, hey, great meeting you, it was really nice talking to you, whatever, but I just wasn't feeling the vibe. I don't really feel like this is really gonna, just really not my speed or what I'm looking for, and just say that. And then she told me I could block him if I don't want to hear the answer, but at least let him down and let him know what you're thinking, whatever. And that is exactly what I did. he actually, so it was a couple hours, but he actually texted me and said, actually, while I'm saying that, I feel like it's important to mention too, when he said, like, let's meet, I want to see you, and I said, okay, when and where? And then he said he wants another picture, and I said, let's go FaceTime instead, or do like a video call instead. He took like maybe 3 hours to respond. And before, up until that point, he was not taking that long to respond. So I thought I was calling his bluff, to be honest with you. And I was gonna block him shortly after. But before I got a chance to just, you know, whatever, I gave him a chance to like to respond or whatever. He did respond and came back to me. And I thought that was a little bit odd. Like, you kind of ghost right after I say, let's FaceTime instead. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyhow, so he texted me after our FaceTime call, and I think I took some time at that point to respond to it because I was still at work, like I told you guys, and I did tell him too. And then I finally got back to me like, oh good, I'm glad, I thought I scared you off. And I said, no, you didn't scare me off. But to be honest with you, I wasn't really feeling the vibe too much, and best of luck to you on your journey to find love. And I blocked him because I don't really care what his response was. But I let him down easy. I don't know why I brought this all up. Oh, I brought this all up because I wanted to say that I am kind of, sort of, not really, but a little bit open to other nationalities and races to date, I guess. I don't know. Guys, the Lord knows my heart. And my heart is with my Haitians. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. I will, guess, check in, call y'all later. Bye. Oops, bye.